Yeah, what is good, everybody? What is good, yo? That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Oh my god. I can't get enough of this show. This is probably the first episode I was actually questioning A, what was the true thing going on here? Like, were we the king doing what he does at the end gives us way more of the explanation that I needed to see just what they were trying to give to us. Not only that, man, hearing the things that could be coming in the future of this show, just knowing that the slime is probably always going to be someone learning, listening, watching, uh, we get to see just what's going on with some of the dwarfs and some of the people within the army of this kingdom. That makes me question is like, this guy is all trying to be all high and mighty and this and that, but you literally kept a subordinate in your ranks just to see if he would, what's a good word? Tell the truth? Get out of here, bro. You're a trash king. And then not only are you a trash king, you knew the false information you were getting, and you still exiled the people that, could have literally turned around the whole entire kingdom from what it already was at. But knowing why the king does these things actually puts into perspective just how great the episode still is, which is absolutely nuts. Um, I'm going to talk about everything else besides that because that's really just the high point of it. The girl, the girls inside of the brothel give us our other point that really kind of drew in another notion of but when and how. And that was seeing who he is desired to be with, and it ended up being this priest-looking girl who has a very interesting face coming from me. I'm pretty keen with the eye, boy. As soon as I saw this girl, I remembered the girl in the opening who took off her mask and kind of like moved it to one side with one eye. If anyone out of anybody that we've even gotten a chance to see throughout this, which is not a lot of people, um, she is definitely the highest choice in my opinion to being the girl that he is destined to meet. And if it is that girl, we also know she is the hero who put the storm dragon in his place, which is absolutely nuts. Because, I mean, sure, he could be destined to be with her, but imagine the coupling or like the pairing of the slime with a hero who took down a legendary dragon. You know what I mean? And not only did she take care of it, she sealed it for 300 years, and the only reason why it got free is because of this slime. If he never showed up, that dragon would still be there and probably died from losing all of his magic like he said he was going to. So, absolutely nuts, absolutely dope that they're now intertwined in a way that they probably don't know about, aka the dragon, and they're also intertwined in they might both be from Japan, seeing how heroes like herself is not a weird coincidence to be summoned to this world. So maybe in our world when we're about to pass away, or if we're someone that has a very, troubling life, we get asked the choice: do you wish to come to this world and become a hero or something? I can't wait to see her backstory if she is Japanese, like the slime kept consisting he thinks she is because of her looks, which is racist. Am I right, guys? Woo! Not touching that one. Um, I I love the thought of getting more of, just people to be behind the slime in the sense of like an actual army. And this episode truly shows that they're not only going to give him friends, but they're going to give him family. Uh, these people that he was drinking with that were, showing him a good time and all these different things, he got alcohol poured on him, which he was drinking, which he has no feeling, which, he kept his temper down so he could be good for everyone else. But the dwarves ain't having that. And that's what shows you family over like some friends. You know what I mean? Like some friends would have been like, "Oh yeah, man, he got you, but he's the minister. I can't really. I'm in a tough pickle, you know." But a family member is going to stand up and deck that man in the face multiple times, even after you tell him to go to the body. Oh man, like hype episode, even though it's super super contained with just these characters, and that is what I truly love about this series. I'm actually kind of scared, go figure, that if this show comes out to be, or the first season comes out to be 12 episodes, I'm afraid that we're going to get these beautiful build up moments with every single character, because in this ending credit song, which I feel like I haven't watched the songs for some reason, or like I haven't watched the credits because I feel like I'm going to get spoiled. It's just this weird thing that happens nowadays. Uh, but watching it this time and getting spoiled, I really could tell what the slime was going to bring forth for every single character, and they were all really shrouded in this darkness. And the darkness being for the dwarf this week was the thought of, having two people in the same area who just could never get along, who has been out for each other. You know, the slime somehow took the dwarf out of that situation now, so he never should have to worry about this guy. And if he does have to worry about him, guess what? It's outside on some even turf stuff where if you try something outside of the kingdom, bruh, you're getting sliced, you're getting diced. Um, which also, I'm pretty sure since the minister gets let off this episode, whoever's loyal to him may stay in his, his presence or whatnot. But all of those swords, I'm pretty sure, were being made for the king overall. Like, I don't think he was making them just for himself. There was probably an order from the king that he then had to quote unquote order himself, and those swords were probably wanted anyway. So that might not have been the issue. The issue was he was lying continuously just to get our boy in trouble, and it led to both of them being pretty much let let go from the one from the kingdom and the other from a position high up in the kingdom. So having the king notice, and this is the last thing, having the king notice how valuable and how crazy, uh, and like not just intelligent, but how crazy worth um, the slime is, in the sense of not even worth in a good way now. He knows that the slime could be worth about 10,000 of his soldiers now, in the sense of it would take that many people just to probably get to the slime and maybe, cause a little damage to him. Because with him giving the slime a true beast title as the dragon, I'm pretty sure, or I'm not pretty sure, I'm pretty safe to say he knows the power that's coming off of him, or at least can sense it. Not only did they find something that should have never been possible to make, which is an 100% recovery potion, when the capital, they got all those people underneath them and probably enough money to buy anybody's material that they learn anything on, this slime shows up and gives them 100% that recovers, and that's never supposed to be able to be done. So imagine his whole entire army going down, and they all have those potions. They're all at losing. They lost 99.9% HP. Now, all of a sudden, they pull out their potions and they're all at 100%, and then the other people pull out their potions and they can only go to 98. You know what? You see what I'm saying? Like, the slime is scaring him with an overall threat. And he didn't even mean to. He did it out of the kindness of his heart to try to help certain people. And somehow now that is also being used against him, which I thought was nuts. I was like, bro, because you helped people, they use that as also a way that you're threatening the Capitol. I am flabbergasted. So that's what I mean by these shows that have, these little tiny elements. A freaking slime, that has the power of pretty much of a god at this point, is, a threat for a whole capital and a king because of his own, a slime's kindness. And those types of things, being able to make a story like that and have it interesting, trust me, you're not gonna find it many times. This show can be done 3 times, and it's still not going to come out the same as this one, unless they follow the format to a T, which then anything can come out looking like that, So really, really entertained with this whole week's episode of just acknowledging how great the slime is, what he could bring to the table, and that he's a true beast at the level of the dragon that he's swallowed. How does the king know this? And if he does know this, can he sense the power within him? Or is it more of this warrior's intuition that he should have had a better eye on him. And the way he says that you severed our tides with the slime, I was like, oh man, like he really wanted more of that slime. He really wanted more of that 100%. And then come to find out the man was probably into trying to trick him and learn more about him so he could, take him out in his own kingdom or something. So it's almost like we just learned who another very, very bad chance of being a villain is of this show. And I like that. I like having that aspect of the show show itself so early on. So guess what? We're not only going to see him, but we're probably going to see more people like him because there's no way his little small kingdom of dwarves are going to actually take out the slime in whatever he builds. So what's going to happen is he's probably going to reach out for some other people. So I can't wait to see. That's just my prediction. Don't hold me accountable to that. But yeah, back to the ending credits. Every time the slime shows up, he simply brought sunlight to whatever dark things were going on with all those characters in it. And if that's what they're going to do, I honestly can't wait to see what happens. So, with that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I am going to watch some Golden Kamuy and drop that soon as I can. So, I hope you enjoy that, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a good day, morning, night, whenever it is when you watch this, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, peace.